Hey coin collectors, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. And today we're going to take a look at the 1973 Lincoln Penny, the Lincoln Penny that's been around since 1909. And this is, of course, the pre-copper-plated zinc penny. This is back when it was 95% copper and 5% zinc, and this is a 1973. And we got one of these, and we noticed that a couple things on it. It was just in our change. We said, why don't we just take a look at it and magnify and see what we see. We noticed that the letters are really close right there. Good D, good 1973. This is a little kind of a zinc spot. Wow, there's a little bit of a doubling on the rim. It's almost like the front and the back don't fit together very well. And so we said, geez, I wonder if that's something that happens a lot on these. And is there just something that kind of hit here wrong or whatever? We look on the back on the same side and we don't really see that. All right, so we got this doubling this. So we just said, well, we have a bunch of old pennies we usually look through if we want to try to figure this out. So we got some old Lincoln pennies. Now we found some other ones with a doubling on the rim. So here's another. That was a 1973 Philadelphia. And you can tell Philadelphia because it has no mint mark here. And let's just do these one at a time because they're on top of each other. It's a little harder to see. And so here's another one. Just kind of see how that kind of doubled there. And this side, so a lot of these, what you can see is you can see like a real thin rim on one side and a real thick rim on the other. See that how that doubling continues right around the corner here. And if we turn this one over, we can actually see it on the back of it too. So it just didn't quite fit together, and I don't know what happened. This is just dents from something else, but it's really kind of cool to see this. And these are kind of those ones where you wish, you said, if only I could have got this when it was in really good shape. Number one, I would know exactly whether it came from the doubling of the rim at the mint, and number two, it would be worth some money. But there's another doubling there. So we found a bunch of them. We found 5 or 6 of them that kind of do that. This one, it's way over here, and you'll see that this one has some pretty good defined lines in it where it kind of almost separates out a little bit. And again, if we look, we see really thin on this side, but we also see the kind of the line defined on that side too. So that's another one. So the doubling of the rim is just something we kind of like, but there's not a real collector's value to it unless you have it in a really good coin. Here's some more here, and here's some more here. And I don't know if you noticed, but this one is Philly, this one's a Philly, this one's a Philly, this one, all these ones I showed you so far are a Philly, except for this one right here, which is the original one that we saw, which is a Denver. So I guess probably it could happen at Denver and Philly, but we certainly found a bunch of Phillies that had that same separation there on them. We also found this coin, which is maybe one of my favorite coins ever now that I've seen it. It has some of the best patina of any coin I've ever seen. And this is another one, if only, or what could have been. Look at the coloring on that, the purples, the blues, the reds, the oranges, the browns. This is a coin that if it was in really good condition would be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, there are some 1973 Philadelphia coins that PCGS says has been sold for up to $4,000 for a red Denver mint, and up to $4,000, I believe, for a Philadelphia mint. Yeah, $4,900 for a Denver mint, and $3,960 for a Philly mint. So if you could get one of these, but you get it in an MS67, the amount of it would be worth thousands of dollars. But unfortunately, this is a used one with some chips out of it, but still the coloring. So this is kind of the coloring example. This is the coloring you want on a really good coin. And look, if you look at this, pretty well defined in the steps and the kind of vegetation stuff down here. Great FG, but not quite good enough to get us a expensive coin. What do the better ones look like? Well, here's a 73, and this one actually came from a uncirculated mint set. This one may very well be in the $8 to $10 range, but it would cost $8 to $10 to get it evaluated. So, but look at the steps on this one and look at the definition here. You know, you look through there and there, little dash by Lincoln. So maybe this one wouldn't be because of this big dent, but it's still in pretty fine shape. And in 1973 they made them in Philly, which we just showed you. They made 3.7 billion. In Denver they made 3.5 billion. And this is one of the better Denver ones we have. And look what's over here. So this is from an uncirculated mint set, and we have the split there on the front, just like the other coins. So a little bit of a doubling or splitting of the rim. This Denver coin could be worth up to $11 if we can get it up to MS65. A lot of these coins just didn't turn out that well. That's why. And then finally they had made it at the San Francisco Mint, and this one here is worth $10 to $12, and this is just a great version of the San Francisco coin. No doubling here, but you do notice that it's really thin rim there and thick rim here. And when we flip it over, you see why it is such a valuable coin. Just incredibly definition. The incredible definition. Lincoln almost kind of pops right out of the Lincoln Memorial. The FG pops off. This is not a special coin. This is simply a coin from the uncirculated mint set, which in 1973 had the S penny. All right, and the S penny, this one it could be worth in the thousands, $2,000 to $3,000 for an MS67 or higher. All right, that's all we have today from DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.